Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is all about illustration and solving quadratic inequalities. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button for more updates. Also, you will find different subjects in this YouTube channel. Just select the playlist section. And now let's proceed to our main topic for today, which is all about illustration and solving quadratic inequalities. Quadratic inequalities. A quadratic inequality is an inequality that can be written in a form of ax squared plus bx plus c less than 0. So, pag sinabing quadratic inequality, usually it is in quadratic form na mayroon tayong squared, no? Ax squared plus bx plus c. And then, kapag meron siyang symbol na greater than, less than, greater than, less than or greater than or equal, siya ay inequality. For real numbers A, B, and C. So A, B, and C are real numbers. So they can be an integer, a natural number, a whole number, a fraction, with A is not equal to 0. Dapat hindi equal to 0 yung A. Now, how to solve rational inequality? Step 1, solve the corresponding quadratic equation. So, kailangan muna natin i-solve yung quadratic equation. Okay? Identify the intervals determined by the solution of the equation and use a test value from each interval to determine which interval form the solution set. Okay, so solving a quadratic inequality. First, solve this one. X squared minus x minus 12 less than 0. Step 1. Find the values of x that satisfies x squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. Okay, so ginawa muna natin siyang equals 0 sa ating first step 1. Okay, corresponding quadratic equation. So we need to find the factors of x squared minus x minus 12. So the factors is x plus 3 and x minus 4. And I believe all of you know how to do factoring, right? So we have x squared here. So gawin natin dalawa since dalawa yung x. And then the 12, negative 12, what are the factors of 12? And that is 4 and 3, 12, 1, and 6, 2. Okay? Na yung factors na yon, since they don't have the same sign, that's why it's negative, na pag pinag-minus mo sila, makukuha mo is 1. And yung pinakamalapit is 4 minus 3. Kasi 6 minus 2 is 4, and 12 minus 1 naman is 11. So, 4 and 3. Ang tanong, kanino yung negative? Sino yung negative, sino yung positive? So, titignan mo yung middle part. If it is negative, the biggest number should be the negative. So, negative yung 4 and then positive yung 3. Kung positive yan, positive yung 4, negative yung 3. Since negative siya, negative yung 4, positive yung 3. Yun lagi ang tinitignan natin. Kung kanino yung yung sign na negative. Kapag ano ang sign ng middle number. So, ang middle number natin is negative 1. So, negative siya sa biggest number yung negative 4. Okay? So, ganun lang yung ano natin, kung paano mag-factor. So, we already factor out this one. And, get the zero factor property. To get the factor property, paano pa kumuha ng zero factor property? So, first, we just need to get the x plus 3, so that is x plus 3 equals 0. And for the x minus 4, so we have x minus 4 equals 0. Next, the zero property, ililipat natin si 3 at pag nilipat natin, magiging x equals negative 3. Because when we transpose, papalitan natin ng sign ng number. Since positive siya, naging negative 3. Dito naman, since negative 4, magiging positive 4. So, yung zero factor property nila is x equals negative 3 at saka x equals 4. Okay, step 2. The two numbers, negative 3 and 4, kung titignan natin, yun yung nakuha natin, right? So, yun ang ating parang interval. Okay, so meron tayong negative 3 and 4 na nakuha kanina sa ating solution. So, step 1. Then, divide the number line into 3 intervals. So, kahit 3 interval na lang, pwede na. Okay? If the value in interval A makes the polynomial negative, then all values in the interval L will make the polynomial negative. So, paano ba yan? So, okay. So, we have the interval, ito yung gitna natin. Itong nakuha natin kanina, siya yung magiging middle natin. So, interval B, negative 3 and 4. And then, meron tayo dito, negative 3 to infinity. Negative infinity. Ibig sabihin, negative 3, start the negative 3 dito, pababa. So, lahat ng number na negative. Okay? Negative 100, negative 1,000. Basta infinity, walang katapusan. Yung 4 naman, dito siya, since 4 is positive, going to the right, yung 4, di ba? Kung titignan mo siya sa x-axis. So, 4, let's say this is 4, and then going, yan, meron siyang arrow, ibig sabihin, infinity siya. So, positive infinity. So, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Positive 1,000, positive 1,000,000 pa yan, kahit ilan pa yan. Okay? So, this is negative 3 and 4. Ito yung mga nakuha natin, di ba? X is negative 3 and X is 4. Okay. Now, paano natin gagawin yung step 3? Okay. Si step 3, yung A natin is negative infinity to negative 3. Itetest natin yung value niya. Ano ba yung, pili tayo ng isang number lang from negative 3 to negative infinity. Siyempre, hindi na tayo lalayo and that's negative 4. Kung gusto mo, negative 1,000. Okay, pero yung pinakamalapit is negative 4, of course. And then, this is our equation kanina, right? Ito yung equation natin, inequality natin kanina. We have x squared minus x minus 12 less than 0. So, ipapatunayan natin kung totoo siya or hindi. Using letter A interval. That's negative 4 ang kinuha natin. Kahit anong number, basta negative 3 pababa. Pwede mong gamitin yung negative 3, pero meron tayong negative 3 dito eh. So, dapat yung mas bababa pa sa kanya, and that's negative 4. Pwede din negative 5, negative 6, or whatever. Okay, negative 4 ang gagamitin natin. Next, using this equation, isa-substitute lang natin yung negative 4. So, we have negative 4 squared minus, I'm sorry, there's something wrong with the equation, I think. Why there is a negative 4 here pa? I think, alisin natin ito, okay? So, hindi siya kasama. This is not included. Negative 4 minus 12 less than 0. Negative 4 squared is negative, what's that? Positive 16, right? And then, this one, negative times negative is positive 4. And then, minus 20. 12, I'm sorry. Okay. 16 plus 4 is 20. Minus 12 is 8. 8 less than 0. Totoo ba na ang 8 ay less than 0? So, that's false, right? False siya kasi mas mataas ang 8 kaysa sa 0. So, it's not 8 less than 0. It should be 8 greater than 0. Next, dito naman sa between negative 3 to positive 4, ano number ang pinili natin? 0. Pwede naman na negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Hanggang doon lang yung pagpipilian natin. Okay? So, wag natin pipiliin yung mga numbers na na-solve natin. Okay, for this one, 0, so we substitute kasi pinakamadali naman talagang i-solve yung 0. So, substitute 0 minus 0. Okay, minus 12. So, ika-cancel na natin to. And that's negative 12 less than 0. Is that true? Na mas mataas ang 0 kaysa sa negative 12? That's correct. It's true. Kasi after ng 0, we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, hanggang negative 12. Okay, so ibig sabihin, mas mababa ang value ng negative 12 kaysa sa 0. That's why negative 12 is less than 0. And that's true. So this is true. Finally, we have 4 and infinity. So, isip tayo ng mataas sa 4. So, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 1 to sawa. Infinity siya eh. So, we have pwedeng 1,000,000 kung gusto mo. So, parang di tayo mahirapan. Yung next number na lang, which is 5. And then, substitute 5 to the equation. So, we have 5 squared minus 5 minus 12. And 5 squared is what? 25. So we have 25, right? And then negative 5 plus negative 12 is negative 17. So 25 minus 17 is positive 8. So 8 is greater than less than 0? That's false. So, ang true lang is yung letter B, interval B. Therefore, since the values in interval B make the inequality true, the solution set is negative 3 and 4. Okay? So, yun yung ating answer for this particular example. Another example, solve 2x squared plus 5x minus 12 less than, greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. So, ibig sabihin, yung point niya may shade, no? Kung titingnan natin dito sa example natin kanina, yung point natin walang shade. Okay, balikan natin ito. I'm sorry. Balikan natin ito. Yung point dito walang shade kasi ang given lang natin is less than. Pero kapag meron siyang equal, ibig sabihin pwede mong gamitin yung negative 3 tsaka negative 4. Halimbawa, less than or equal. Ibig sabihin, pwede kong gamitin ito. So, isi-shade ko siya kapag may ganon. Okay? So, ganon siya, ne? So, tingnan natin dito sa ating next example. Find the values of x that satisfy this equation. So, first, gawin natin equals ang equation. Then, tingnan natin yung factor niya. So, the factors are 2x minus 3 and x plus 4. I believe you already know how to get the factors of this equation, right? And then, get the zero factor. To get the zero factor, ilipat natin si negative 3 sa magiging positive 3. And then, nung naging positive 3 siya, so it's positive 3 na, no? That is 2x. I-divide natin both side by 2. Okay, so i-divide natin sila by 2. So, ika-cancel ko na to. That's why x equals 3 over 2. So, correct. For this one, lilipat ko lang siya. So, magiging negative 4. Correct. So, we have 3 over 2 and negative 4. So, for the intervals, again, so we have negative 4 and 3 over 2. Tama. Bakit inuna ko yung negative 4? Kasi mas maliit siya, di ba? Okay, so mamaya i-shade natin yung mga yan. Okay, so we have negative 4 to infinity and positive 3 over 2 to positive infinity. So, these are the numbers. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin gamitin yung 4 or 3 over 2. Okay, dito tayo sa una. So, let's think a number, negative 4 to infinity. So, we have negative 5. Inisip natin si negative 5. Okay. So, for this portion, ayan. Ang ating is greater than or equal. Okay? So, going to the right. Greater than or equal. Okay. Ililipat na, isa-substitute natin si negative 5 sa ating equation. Ayan. So, we have 2. I think it's negative 5. Nagkamali lang. Sorry. So, we have 2, negative 5 squared plus 5, negative 5 minus 12 less than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0, I'm sorry. So, for this portion, we have negative 5 squared, and that is positive 25 times 2, 50. We have 50. And then, 5 times negative 5, negative 25. Minus 12. Okay. So, let's see kung tama tong niya na this is greater than or equal to 0. So, pag 0 nakuha natin, check pa rin siya kasi equal to 0 eh. So, or pwede siyang mas mataas sa 0. Okay, so yung mga possible answer natin, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2 infinity. Okay, 50 minus 25 is 25. 25 minus 12 is 13. 13 is greater than or equal to 0. Is that true? Correct. 13 is greater than 0. And that's correct. So, it's true. Tama. Next, 4 to 3 over 2. So, hindi tayo pipili ng fraction para hindi na tayo mahirapan. 0 na lang ang gagamitin natin. So we have 2, 0, 5, 0, and negative. So this will be cancelled. So answer natin is negative 12 greater than or equal to 0. Is that true? Wrong. It's false kasi mas mababa ang 12 kaysa kay 0. Next, 3 over 2 to infinity. So, after 3 over 2, pwede mong piliin si 2. Kasi 3 over 2 is equal to 1 and 1 half. Tama? So, pwede si 2. Or 3 kung gusto mo. It's up to you. Basta kailangan mo mapatunayan if it is true or false. So, we substitute the value of x, which is equal to 2. So, we have 2 squared plus 5 times 2 minus 12. So, 2 squared is 4. Tama? Times 2 is 8. Plus 5 times 2 is 10. Minus 12. So 18 minus 12, what is the answer? That's 6. 6 is greater than 0, so that's true. Okay, the interval in the values in the interval a and b. I'm sorry, a and c. It should be c. A and c. The values in a and the values in c. Okay, the inequality is true. The solution set for the union of the interval. Kasi union siya, so we will combine. Dahil dalawa sila, we prove that A and B, A and C are true, so there are union of intervals. So the union of intervals is negative infinity and negative 4 union. Sabihin, pagsasamahin natin yung A and C, eto, meron siyang ganito. Okay, bakit? Kasi it means that it is equal. Going to the right siya, so it's positive. So we will focus. Kapag going halimbawa less than or equal, pag sabing less than or equal, going doon. So dito natin ilalagay yung paganon. Okay? Pero since papunta siya doon, and meron siyang greater than or equal, okay? Ibig sabihin, lalagyan natin siya ng parang bracket dito. And then 3 over, is that 8? No, it's 2. I'm sorry, it's 2. 3 over 2. Our answer here is 3 over 2. And then positive infinity. And then close parenthesis. Okay, so this is our solution set for this particular example, which is 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. No? For the inequality. Okay, so that's all about for the illustration and solving quadratic inequalities. Thank you very much for listening.